First at 6, they say throw it out. Bluebell products are no longer considered safe. Tonight, we take an in-depth look at how a bite of ice cream could hurt pregnant women.
Tonight, the FDA, along with state and local health experts, are trying to figure out how a potentially deadly bacteria got into a Central Texas ice cream plant. Bluebell Creamery is confirming today 2 batches of cookie dough ice cream from its facility in Washington County contaminated with listeria, prompting a 23-state recall. KXAN Sophia Beausoleil traveled to Brenham today, where local businesses are rallying behind that 108-year-old company.
Hi, how can I help you?
Inside must be heaven. Don't expect to find an empty seat.
On that order right there, there's a stuffed avocado with chicken salad and fruit.
Along with their sandwiches, this restaurant is known for its pies and ice cream, specifically Bluebell ice cream.
It's the real thing and the flavors. I love it, yeah.
But there's not a scoop of Alta Boyer's favorite Bluebell ice cream on her plate because of the massive recall.
We've had a couple people ask us for a la mode on top of their pie, but other than that, nobody's really come up and questioned what's going on.
Odds are, in a small town that's home to a 100-plus-year-old company, people already know. That's why many businesses posted this letter on their doors, letting outsiders know they support the world-famous creamery.
It is tough, you know. We've been in business for 108 years, and this is our first recall. So, but we're working through it.
Bluebell is working with the FDA to figure out how the bacteria, listeria, got into its facilities.
Whether it was to have a recall or to suspend operations at a facility or this latest recall, that we had the consumer in mind when we made those decisions. So it's important that they know that.
For now, people will just have to stare through the window. But as I say, the best things in life are worth waiting for.
Bluebell says despite the recall, they're still producing ice cream right now, except what they're doing is they're testing the ice cream, they'll hold it, and once they get the results back as negative, then they'll distribute it. Reporting from Brenham, Sophia Beausoleil, KXAN News.
Bluebell says test results take about 3 days. The company says there's not an exact timetable for when their ice cream products will return to the store shelves. Some stores may have it back in the next couple of weeks, but Bluebell admits that may be optimistic. This is considered the first recall for Bluebell, as we heard, but new data showing there may have been problems as early as in 2010. According to the Centers for Disease Control, 3 patients were infected with listeria here in Texas between 2010 and 2014. The CDC found the samples from those patients are very similar to the tainted samples from Bluebell. The CDC says it's continuing to run tests to see if anyone else is connected to this outbreak.
One group of people needs to take extra precautions. According to the CDC, pregnant women are 20 times more likely to become infected with listeria. About 1,700 people become seriously ill from this disease every year in the U.S., and 17% of them are pregnant women. Once a pregnant woman is infected with listeria, it can lead to a miscarriage or a premature delivery or even death. That's why the CDC recommends women stay away from foods that have a higher risk of listeria. That includes soft cheeses like brie, feta, and even queso. It also includes lunch or deli meats, pâtés, and smoked seafood. We have reached out to some local ice cream and gelato shops to see how they keep everything clean and sanitary.
Austin-based Amy's Ice Cream telling us today their process is completely different from Bluebell's. They do not have a production line. All batches are handmade, and therefore they wash and sanitize between every batch so the flavors do not cross over. A spokesperson told us today it is one of the advantages of being a small company. Gelato shop Dolce Neve also creates all of their products in-house. They cover all of the gelato and use different spatulas for each flavor. The shop makes around 30 batches per day.
Sanitize all the machines, all the tools, and all the tables. You need really to make sure that everything is cleaned.
Gelato operations must follow the same guidelines as ice cream operations. For the latest information on this recall at Bluebell, make sure to head to our website. You'll also find a report on stores that are actually taking the Bluebell products down and which ones have failed to do so far. That's at KXAN.com.